Good evening and welcome to Hens Sports Night Season 3, Episode 3. I am Marnie Franzek alongside Emily Brown, and we are here with some quick updates. These past couple of weeks for the MLB have been one to remember. The Phillies, Texas Rangers, Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Houston Astros all advanced, beating their opponents. The Phillies beat the Braves, preceding them to play the Diamondbacks, with the Phillies and the Diamondbacks tied 3-3 with one game left. It is looking pretty good for Phillies fans as they won against the Diamondbacks 6-1 on Saturday night. Closing the game out, JT Realmuto homers on a fly ball to left field and Bryce Harper scores. We will see who will be continuing on after what happens tonight.
Continuing on with Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers finished off the Houston Astros last night to win the American League Championship. The final score was 11-4. Congratulations to the Rangers, who will advance to the 2023 World Series.
What a week for college football. To start off with the Blue Hens, they stayed 6-1, beating the Hampton Pirates 47-3 at the Armstrong Stadium. Next, the Fighting Blue Hens take on the Townsend Tigers next Saturday. Over in Ohio, two undefeated teams faced off this past Saturday. Penn State lost to Ohio State 12-20, making it Penn State's first loss of the season. The Nittany Lions have not scored a win against the Buckeyes since 2011 in Columbus. Alabama defeats Tennessee in a rematch of last year's third Saturday in October duel. Utah had a walk-off win over USC, which makes this Utah's fourth consecutive win over the Trojans.
In other news, NFL star Bijan Robinson, a rookie first-round pick for the Falcons, has the Falcons under review by the NFL as they look into why Robinson's injury was not listed on the team's injury report. Robinson, who was just not feeling all that great, played 6 snaps in the first half of Sunday's game against the Buccaneers. Also experiencing an injury is Nick Bolton, linebacker for the Chiefs. Bolton is said to have been suffering from a dislocated wrist that will now need surgery and is expected to miss roughly 2 months' worth of games.
For all the basketball fans, NBA regular season starts tonight. In Denver, the Los Angeles Lakers will take on the reigning champion Nuggets in a Western Conference Finals rematch. Both teams are expected to sit at the top of the West this year, with LeBron and Anthony Davis leading the Lakers, and reigning Finals MVP Nikola Jokic looking to defend his title. Then, in the Bay, the Golden State Warriors will debut their duo of Steph Curry and Chris Paul after trading away Jordan Poole for Paul in the offseason against Paul's former team, the Phoenix Suns, who traded away Paul in the offseason to acquire Bradley Beal. The Suns will debut their big three of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Beal. Both teams have championship aspirations this season.
That's all we have for desk updates, and now let's send it off to Sam and James for their primetime package.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the #1 show on Hens Sports Night. It's prime time with me, James Gallagher, and my boy
Sam Mendelson. I'm just like you're committed to the onesie, bro.
It's the Halloween episode. You got to dress up.
I know. I mean, I
everyone in the comment section right now to go spam, hold this L, bro. No onesie on this man. Not committed.
No, the timing just didn't work well. I mean, this is why we're on Zoom. Timing didn't work well, but we still got the content we're going to produce for you guys. So today we're going to talk about our top 5 NFL teams. I want you to go first. Who's the best team in the NFL?
Who's the best team? We going with that team all the way out on the West Coast. The San Francisco 49ers. Look, maybe if you asked me last week, I might have said the Birds, right? But so far, when I look at the teams, the most dominant, the most whole team, the most team with dogs all over the field, we going the Niners. Sorry, Philly, though.
I mean, it's hard to argue with that. Personally, at number 1, I got the Chiefs just because Patrick Mahomes can't bet against them. I mean, ever since losing to the Lions, they're undefeated. That defense has been playing amazing. Chris Jones, shout out to Trent McDuffie. He's having a massive year, too, as a cornerback. I'm just going to take the Chiefs. I mean, you can't bet against Mahomes. They just traded for McCole Hardman. I wouldn't be shocked if they made a move at the deadline, picking up Zach Ertz from your Cardinals or even Hollywood Brown.
Actually, me being a Cardinals fan, I do get that breaking news. I am the plug.
There is breaking news.
Hollywood's not getting traded. I saw a report.
They've said that, but I don't know.
You don't trust
What's the update on
Hollywood
Kyler?
Is Kyler's best friend, bro. And I don't know if you've been peeping Kyler at practice this week, but this man throwing dimes. Throwing dimes.
Is Kyler Murray playing COD as we speak?
right now?
Yeah, is he
Nah,
playing Call of Duty?
it's a new man. I don't know what it is. Something's changed. This young man, he's had a revelation. Ever since they got that bozo Cliff Kingsbury out of there, and they brought in this new guy, Jonathan Gangle, pew, pew, explosions. Hey, I don't care how he does it. He's getting the job done for me this year. We're
James,
being
I just got one question. Did you take the bus today, yes or no?
Nah, I didn't take the bus, but I got that fire in my gut.
You got
I
that
woke
dog. All
I
right,
got
who's
the
your
dog
number
in me.
two?
Come on now. Go
Who's the
Carl.
number 2 team? But you got it
Number
too.
2? I mean, it's hard to argue. But nah, we ain't going with the Chiefs. It's the Birds, baby. Come on.
That is an L take. They have no secondary whatsoever.
Hey, they gonna trade for Buddha. Come on now.
That's not Buddha's hurt. When is he coming back?
Buddha's at practice, bro. You clearly don't be
I
reading
thought they were
news
trading for like
articles.
Jeremy Chin or Kevin Byard from the Titans. But the Eagles, I don't know. I mean, Jalen Hurts, he looked shaky against the Jets. I know Wayne Johnson was hurt. He should be back. I'm pretty sure he's practicing again. That was a big loss when they lost him for the rest of the Jets game.
I mean, let's take us back. I mean, it's not a whole year ago yet, but like, do you remember that Monday night meltdown the Birds had against Commanders when they were undefeated last year?
Of course
Similar
they do.
game to me. I mean, look, they just turned it over too much, and they gave up on the run.
The thing about
which
the
is
Birds, they're winning, but the way they're winning is just like so like it's just like yeah, they're winning games. It's not
I
like
mean, bro, look, people be saying the Birds ain't be being the Birds, right? Dude, when I think of Philly, I think of smash mouth football. We gonna punch you in the mouth, and you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it, right?
you guys.
That's what I think when I think of Philly. So when Sunday they barely ran the ball in that second half, that ain't the Birds to me, right? So now they got a week, they gonna come back and they know what they gotta do, bro. You run that ball. Look, you got playmakers on the outside. I understand that. AJ Brown, love the dude. Man's always open. I can't argue with that.
7-11, bro.
But all I'm saying is, dude, the Eagles, they got dogs in the backfield. DeAndre Swift, bro, looking like shady. I mean, woo, woo, huh, ha. I mean, dude's just all over the place. I mean, come on now.
But yeah, so we are running out of time. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you for listening to Primetime with Sam. He's James. And let's head back to Tony in the studio.
I've been waiting for you all my life. You know who this is?
No idea.
This is Tay Tay, baby. Taylor Swift. Wait for it. And I Mr. Change Your Heart. Me all alone. Apart.
What a fail.
Go. Recording in progress. Like a firm outside with everything else on the inside, like all that middle piece being warm and gooey and just soft and chewy. I mean, it's really why the brownie for me is going number 2, because I've had a brownie like that where you have that nice outside. It's got a little snap to it. I don't know how to explain. Maybe it's a snap, but when I go through it, I mean, it's soft at some spot, but then that corner, which I need to be a little bit tougher, it is. It's got the toughness. It's got the grit.
Welcome to Hot Takes. I'm Ryan Laza with Tyler Jacobson and Tony Dean. Tyler, let's start with your Phillies. Last night, losing at home versus the Diamondbacks in Game 6. What happened there?
Don't get me started, Ryan. Redemption time is right now. Our Phillies are out right now on the field. It's currently 1-0. Arizona's beating us, so it's not really a good start, but we'll see how it goes further on. More baseball talk later tonight. Let's move into the NBA, Ryan.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
NBA also going on right now. Opening night, we got Lakers versus Nuggets, and then we got Suns versus the Warriors. Tony, what's your opinion on these games?
Yeah, currently the Lakers is sadly down 63-54. I feel like their main threat is Jokic. Like, he's impossible to guard. And he's very impossible to guard.
What's he got, 11 already? Something like that?
19 and 9.
You think another MVP
first
for
half.
Jokic?
No.
MVP 3? No? You think there's no chance?
Luka.
I think it's Luka's year.
Yes.
Yes. He has had a. This is the year. Every year he's been getting better and better and better.
Year.
It's a solid hot take. I do like Luka.
How hot of a take it is, though.
Yeah, last year I think adding Kyrie towards the end of the season was not a good touch for them. That messed up the whole.
I don't know,
the whole
though.
locker room. I think if they get some time to really work the ball with Kyrie and get it settled into the offense, That could be a pretty scary sight.
That team's gonna be.
Let's talk about still in the West. First matchup tonight. Suns versus Warriors.
I mean, got some redemption. I mean,
Some redemption going on both
Chris
sides.
Paul's old team. We got
KD's
old team.
Yeah.
I mean, two aging stars, but I mean, still pretty good. I mean, Chris Paul, though, getting a little bit old. Is he even going to be a bench role this season?
Chris Paul might come out and play like Cliff Paul, his brother. I'm saying his twin brother that nobody know about yet. So we would have to see, because I don't know though. Like him playing with Curry might mess things up. I don't know.
I mean, listen.
It's kind of hard to say right now.
With Jordan Poole gone, they need some more offensive and, a guy to work the ball around when Steph's not on the floor. I think it's a good pickup for them. Warriors got a lot more competition in the West as time goes on.
I mean, the team they're playing, the Suns. I mean, they're my team to win in the West right now. So.
The Suns are
too early, bro.
deeper than an Olympic swimming pool. I mean, they got guys coming off the bench who could drop 20 themselves. They're a really impressive squad. We'll see how that one goes tonight, but I got my money on the Suns too. I just think the Warriors can need some more time to get the rust off.
But that's also going to be the same for the Suns themselves, though. Like, they did pick up Bradley Beal, but
Bradley Beal's not playing tonight too.
Oh,
Bradley Beal out
tonight. But still, I think that was another great.
Out for the Warriors too. So
but I still think Bradley Beal was a great addition. I mean, he's also another older player, but he's still insanely talented, and as long as he stays healthy, he'll be a big weapon for the Suns.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of these teams are just. I mean, these trades are crazy. We talked about Dame last episode. Now talking about these other teams in the West. The league's getting pretty dangerous. Don't even get me started on my Sixers. James Harden not even practicing. His
mother is ill. His mother is ill. His mother is ill.
I think James Harden. I think when the time comes, maybe not first game, second game, but once time comes, he'll step out there and he'll play good. I think he's got a lot to prove. The media's giving him some shade right now, but I think he's got a lot to prove, and he's going to be not prime James Harden, but the same James Harden he's been for the past few years, being the guy who could do kind of everything at the moment.
And I think I speak for a lot of Philly fans, if not all of them, when I say I'm not asking for James Harden to be that number one guy. I mean, we're lucky he's still on the team. He doesn't want to
be there.
He's been a drama king, so if he can come off the bench, get
off the bench.
Or no, not off the bench.
Not the OKC days.
Yeah, excuse me. If he can get on there, drop 10 to 15, get some assists for the guys, I'd be happy with that. I mean, Joel coming off an MVP season. He's our guy. Let's focus on it. Let's run the offense through him.
That's a fraud MVP, but
yeah, I don't agree with the fraud MVP, but I don't think he's going to run it back.
I hear that every day of the week.
I don't know. I think this year there's so many stars, and I don't think Embiid is one of the guys who could go back to back.
No, he's not that guy, pal.
He's that guy, but he's not that guy.
I think
he's not that guy.
I mean, listen,
Tatum might be that guy though.
I think Tatum MVP year. I think he's honestly my pick to win MVP. He's been getting better every year. He got a distributor now with Drew Holiday. He's got some help in Porzingis. Tatum MVP.
Nah, that's a hot take.
That is a hot take.
We were called hot takes for a reason.
Listen, boys, let's speed our way over to some NFL news. Chris Olave going 70 miles per hour in a 35 zone. Probably going to be suspended. You know how Roger Goodell is. I mean, what are you doing, right? What are you doing?
I mean, especially since, he's been good this year, but he hasn't been as good as he should be. I mean, he is second-year receivers. That's when they fall out. And he's been getting targets, but he hasn't been getting catches. He's averaging 70 yards per game, which is pretty good. Also doing 70 in the 35. But, I'm putting the Saints on fraud watch, especially Chris Olave.
Yeah,
but it's like, he's also been battling injuries all season.
He's averaging 70 yards. That's pretty solid for him. He's putting up some decent fantasy points.
From him.
That's true.
Saints just can't get it done. They're 3-4.
That's what I'm saying. Fraud
Jameis
watch.
Winston to start.
Fraud
Jameis
watch.
Jameis Winston coming back.
Yeah, you want to talk about fraud watch? Let's talk about what the Birds did last weekend on Sunday. Let's add the Dolphins to that fraud watch list. Come on. They haven't played anyone decent. They finally play the Birds. They get wiped out. We're having fried dolphin tonight.
Honestly,
fried dolphin.
Another
That
NFC
sounds
East team
horrible,
fraud
bro.
watch. Buffalo Bills losing to the Patriots and almost losing to the Giants the week before. I don't know.
But is the Patriots really that bad though?
I think they are. In my opinion, I don't think the Patriots got it. But I mean, that is all here for hot takes. We'll see how the boys did shooting 3-pointers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the HSN 3-point contest.
The baseball pass. Oh, just missed. Sam, unfortunately, you did score 0 points, but how do you feel after that?
It's what I expected, honestly. You know, I thought maybe I'd put up one, but yeah, it is what it is.
Money with the half-court shot. You ended with 5 points. Half-court shot saved you there a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? How do we feel about your chances?
You know, when I first missed that shot, it was worrying me because that went inside the hoop, that came back out, but it's all right.
Ooh, 2 for 2. See if you can tie Rocco. Whoa!
Whoa!
Missed it anyway. Doesn't count. Oh, you don't get another one. How do we feel? Still got 2 points. Not too bad. Not too bad. But almost cheating there at the end. A little unworthy, don't you think?
No, I'm just disappointed in my behavior. No, like I started rough. I just wasn't locked in. I'm disappointed in myself. I know I can do better.
All right.
Man, unfortunate. Little bounce out. Top of the key. Another one. What is the luck here? Come on. Oh, that's not good. He just booted the ball. That's unsportsmanlike. Come here. How dare you kick that ball? What happened to your 0 out of 9 performance? Tell me about it. What went through your mind there?
What went through my mind? I mean, really, the rim just didn't bless me today. I ain't watched this one go in.
He airballed. That was horribly airballed. This guy's on fire. Top of the key must be his girlfriend. You're still qualified to make the top 3 with the tie to Sam. So, how are we feeling after that performance?
I'd say pretty good. Good start. I just had to finish better.
Taking off the hoodie here. Is that a MB jersey? What's this for? What do you have an MB jersey in a 3-point contest for?
I'm just a huge Sixers fan, and James Harden has not been the greatest teammate, so you want me to this?
He was the MVP, but Jokic should have won it. Let's all be real. He's looking sharp. Wow, the shooter's touch right there. Bang! You're on fire today. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I mean, shot was looking very good there, so very confident.
How are we feeling after that performance? I know you're not making it into the top 3, but how are we feeling about it?
Well, I got last, so not great.
I would argue you tied for last. So. so close. Let me bring you in. How are you feeling about that?
I mean, I wish that went down, obviously, but I guess we'll see what 1 point does for me in the finals here.
Bang. Just up the lead. Third shot. 2 points for Buetti. Pretty good showing. I think that's going to be tough to beat. What do you think?
It's only 3, but, you know, I'll take it.
Will I let the pressure get to me? Makes sense.
You are wearing a Philadelphia jersey, so good luck to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Here we go from Furman. And he hits the front rim. How are you feeling after that showing?
Feels like Philadelphia in basketball. We have Rocco here, the champion. He had 5 points in the first round, thanks to a half-court shot. Second round, he had 3 baskets, which carried him over me, who, in Sixers fashion, sold when it mattered, and especially in the second round. So, Rocco, how do you feel about your win?
I'm feeling great. It was a very hard played win. You know, I had to work. It was running through the trenches here. When it mattered, I made it. I'd like to thank my mother, my father, my brother, anyone out there just who's inspired me to this moment in time. I'd like to thank all you guys. But it was a great tournament all around. So I'd like to say thank you to all the contestants, and thank you to you for giving me a little run for my money. Got me a little scared there, so.
Well, until next time, maybe I can beat Rocco in the next competition that we do, but until then, 10 Sports Night, let's send it on to the next episode.
Hello everyone, I am Sam Hugazola alongside Matt Pollard. Today we will be taking a look into the current state of the MLB playoffs and the upcoming World Series, which will start on Friday. This postseason has been very exciting so far, as there have been 2 Game 7s and one of them is actually going on right now as we speak. We will first take a look at the Rangers-Astros series, in which the Rangers ultimately ended up on top last night.
That's right, and while the actual deciding Game 7 was not super close, this was still a very entertaining series to watch from start to finish. It also felt as if the series was a singular matchup between Jose Altuve and Adolis Garcia, as the two looked like they were in batting practice every time they were up. Altuve kept getting clutch hit after clutch hit, including a game-winning 3-run home run in Game 5, while it seemed like Adolis was hitting home runs every time he was up at the plate.
Hitting home runs and getting in fights. And despite going up 3-2 heading back home, the Astros were unable to close out the series, which came as a shock to many people after their dramatic come-from-behind win in Game 5. Even more shocking is the fact that every single game in the series was won by the road team, and this is only the second time that has ever happened in American professional sports history. Ironically, the only other time that happened was with the Houston Astros in the 2019 World Series. The Rangers will now move on to the World Series for the first time since 2011, and they will await the winner of Phillies-Diamondbacks game, which is currently underway as we speak.
And while the Rangers-Astros series was full of plenty of surprises, this series has been fairly dramatic as well. The Phillies, led by Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner, started off the series in dominating fashion as they won the first 2 games of the series by a combined score of 15-3. However, when the series shifted to Arizona and the desert, the Phillies dropped the first 2 games there, thanks to Craig Kimbrell being unable to close the game out and giving the Diamondbacks life in the series. That probably should have ended in only 4 or 5 games, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I agree. The bullpen has done a pretty terrible job. And while the Phillies were able to bounce back and take Game 5, they were shockingly outplayed back in Philly by the Diamondbacks, as they lost Game 6 by a score of 5-1. Ketel Marte has definitely been an issue for the Phillies, as it seems like he always makes a big play for Arizona when they are in need of one. If the Diamondbacks want to somehow close out the series, they will need him to keep up the tear that he has been on, as well as have their Rookie of the Year candidate Corbin Carroll step up. I personally think that Philly will win the game and advance to the World Series. At our last check, the score is 1-1, so anything can happen. But I believe you just look at Philadelphia, their offense is playing amazing. I believe that, their pitching core is really good. I just don't know if Arizona can handle it, but we'll find out what happens tonight.
Yeah, and I agree with pretty much everything you just said also. And I'm also going to take the Phillies for those reasons to bounce back and win the NL for the 2nd year in a row and make it back to the World Series again. I think that while Arizona's been pretty impressive this far, They're just simply not going to be able to win 2 games in a row at the bank, as the Phillies are going to be focused and receive a large amount of support from the crowd. I think that when the lights shine brightest, Bryce Harper always shows up, and I believe he will again tonight. And that's all for MLB playoffs, and now let's send it over to Guess the Logo.
What's up, Blue Hens?
I'm Luke. I'm Dylan.
I'm Marnie. I'm Caitlin. And today we're going to be going around to the campus asking people if they know logos of sports teams.
Who am I here with?
Max.
Can you tell me what this logo is, Max?
Green whale.
A green whale?
green
Close.
whale.
Guess. First part.
Couldn't tell you.
So couldn't tell you whales?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you whales. Who am I here with?
Riley.
Can you name this sports team?
Vikings. What sports team?
Falcons.
Can you name this team sports logo? Red Sox. Can you name this sports team logo? LSU. What? LSU what? Louisiana State University. You know their mascot. The Vikings! Do you know what sports team this is?
The Bolts. Who am I here with?
Jill. Nyasha.
Can you guys tell me what this sports logo is?
The Green Bay Packers. Can you name this sports team logo? I have no idea.
Can you name this logo?
Is that the Wizards?
Yes.
Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals. Nice. Can you tell me what this logo is?
I don't know what that is.
Just guess.
I don't know.
A word.
I
Pick a word.
don't know.
You got this. What word?
I don't know.
That works. Can you name this sports team based off the logo?
The Rams. No.
I think it'd be the Rams. All right, the Rams is correct.
Can you name this sports logo?
Oh my god. Is this hockey?
Uh-huh.
Maple Leafs.
Name this team sports logo.
Is that UConn?
That's a wrap!
And now, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Marnie, Caitlin, Luke, and Dylan, and thank you for watching tonight's episode of Hens Sport Night. I'm Andrea, and personally, I really enjoyed watching Rocco kill it in the three-point contest and watching, learning all about the MLB playoffs. Our next episode is November 7th at 8:30 p.m. as always, and that's all we have for today. So thank you for watching, and cue the outro.